Shalom, shalom, Yasharallah. Start by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone and teaching move well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazawam, coming at you from the Prophets of Babylon camp, down here in Tampa, Florida. All right. Today's lesson, a little bit into it, pretty much going into the spirit, but more so about how these nations are at steady tension. They're at steady tension, right? Their tension is steady rising with each other. Okay, it's only getting worse. You may believe, it may look like things are easing up, or the wars are dying down and the tensions are dying down. That's not really the case, man. Okay. So, we'll go ahead and get into it. In the book of Matthew, we started off with the beginning of sorrows. All right, so Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. This is in transit, by the way, so bear with me. Have patience with me, Baba Kusha. So we'll start off in the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4. Sorry, verse 4. And YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. All right. So the Lord say, listen up, so that no man can deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. All right. And even at that time, there were already many anti-Hamashiachs, many false messiahs during that time. But even more so now, you got guys to the left saying that they got the truth, guys to the right saying that they got the truth. But we know where the true doctrine comes from. It stems from YAHAWASHI Shai down through GMS. Okay, the elders and apostles of GMS and on down. All right, it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And we've been hearing these things already. Okay? See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the fact that we are already hearing of these wars and rumors of wars, and we've been hearing of them for years on end now. I say since 2019 we've been hearing about these wars. Or wars and rumors of wars. Since 2019, maybe a little before. Alright? Because you know, once these prophecies start kicking off, it starts happening like a domino effect, back to back, faster and faster as time goes on. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There's going to be race wars. There are going to be wars between different countries. Alright? America's going to get it the worst. They're going to be getting ganged up on from the outside, fighting wars from other countries, and destroyed from the inside. Okay? There's going to be wars within their country, within the country of America. Alright? Babylon, the whore. Okay? A great whore which sitteth upon many waters. There's going to be civil wars, race wars, insurrections, riots, sedition among men. Okay? Uproars. Over here in America, man. On another level. You thought you've seen uproars in these other countries. Wait till you see them happen in America, where everybody's licensed to carry. Everybody's got a gun on them. Okay, these things are gonna get very, very. There's gonna be a lot of death and destruction going on over here, man. All right. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. It's going to be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in different places. Not just in America, all over the world. All right? But you see these countries, the tension between these countries, it's never going to die down again. They are already at odds. They've already went too far with each other. Okay? They have already dealt deceitful hands against each other, man. Okay? Everybody's watching Trump to see what his next move is going to be. Because everybody's on edge. Xi Jinping, Putin, all right? Mexican president, Canadian president, all these world leaders and leaders of nations are watching and waiting to see what Trump's going to do. Some are thinking maybe we can just wait until his term is over, somebody else get in the office that's more reasonable, you know. Some is thinking, oh, man, he might try to devastate us before he leaves the office. We might have to act fast. Okay, so we're just talking about what the reality of what's going on here in the world. And there shall be famines, which is already here in the famines. Okay, the food is going up higher, which means what? There's already a famine. So the prices for the food is just going crazy. All right, inflation on the food. They say due to tariffs, but really it's because they're running out of it. All right, they can't get these things anymore because these other nations ain't trying to buy and sell with America no more because their currency is failing. First of all, the dollar is collapsing. There's not much you can buy with it anymore. Okay. And pestilences, people are going to be getting sick, and people are already sick. A lot of people got this yab. Millions and millions of people have gotten this yab. Okay. Over across the seas in different countries. Especially here in America. And many people were fear-mongered into getting that yab. They don't even know it, but they got a dormant disease lying within them, a dormant pestilence lying within them that's consuming them. Okay, it says, and earthquakes in diverse places. And these earthquakes are happening in many places. You've been hearing of earthquakes all over the place. Okay, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the beginning of the end. You thought you've been seeing things. You thought the world has been mourning. All right. The scriptures say the beginning of mourning, the beginning of sorrows. All right. Everybody's in sorrow right now. You go on YouTube and look up videos about the American dream. You're going to hear everybody talking about how there is no American dream. The American dream is dead. Everybody's suffering. Okay. And the only people that benefit are the rich. So what do you think that means? These people are going to keep getting powdered or pummeled into the dust until everybody eventually, or majority of the country, which is the majority of the country is in poverty, and which eventually the majority of the country is going to get upset, and they're going to start attacking the rich. They're going to start attacking the higher class, okay, because Trump killed the middle class, which was his ideal from the start. But before he first got in office, he said he was going to do that, all right, through crafty speeches. All right, he killed the middle class. Now you're either poor or you're rich, okay? And he's been passing laws and decrees to benefit the rich and oppress the poor even more. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This is the beginning of when sorrow is going to take place in this world. So you see everybody's mourning, everybody's tired, everybody's working. Matter of fact, the scriptures say it. Men shall and I believe that's in 2nd Ezra. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, at the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. All right, which is an end time prophecy. These men are laboring, everybody's laboring, but their ways are not prospering. All right, you got people complaining about why are their bills more than their paychecks. Okay, so they got to bleed over into their next paycheck to continuously pay bills. People are upset about why the bills are recurring every 30 days. It's too hard upon them. People are complaining about the prices of the food have gone up so high that they don't have enough money for anything else. Okay, everybody's going into debt. Everybody's talking about how they're relying on their credit cards now and their credit is failing. All right, so you see that the way that this world has been set up is for the rich to survive and the poor to die off. All right, there's just nothing to those that have already been wealthy and sitting on acres of land and many of their own businesses. But you even got a lot of these business owners that are being put out of business because of the inflation, because of the tariffs, because of the price increases. Even Walmart had to go up on their prices of food. Okay, They said it themselves. We got to go up on prices. These tariffs are hitting. They're hurting them. Okay? And the people are upset because it's like, man, these big businesses aren't being affected by the tariffs because so long as the tariffs go up, they're going to raise the prices on their food, and that's going to raise the prices on our pockets. You said they're dealing with the tariffs through us. Okay, so they're dealing with the tariffs by having the people pay higher prices for their product. Okay, so that's not really affecting these big Walmart businesses and things of that nature. They're bringing these prices up and everybody's suffering. All right, the only people that are really suffering is the poor. So you see what's really going on here, man. These people are looking for an escape, okay, and shall not find it. So it's going to get to a point where these people are going to have to rise up. They're going to have to go and fight. They're going to have to go and fight for the things that they want. They're going to have to kill, steal, and destroy to survive. And that's just the type of world that we're coming into. All right, I truly hope this quick lesson was edifying to you. YAHAWAH for listening to the sincerity. Until next time, I give all glory, honor, praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKODASH. Shalom.